guys, what's up? This is Mustang's Boo Guy. I was going back to Forza Horizon 3, and this is a trophy truck. Quite possibly some of the craziest racing in motorsport, because they have hundreds of horsepower. This one has 800 horsepower, rear-wheel drive, monstrous suspension, and they take on quite extreme courses. However, there's only one trophy truck in Forza Horizon 3. So I set out to see if there were any more alternative trophy trucks that I could build that had to be rear-wheel drive, and it could only match up to this vehicle's car class of A something 98. For my first build, I did the Chevrolet El Camino, because, well, it's technically a muscle car, but it does fit the requirements to be a proper off-road, trophy truck. And it was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna say the time until the end, but I was very impressed with this El Camino, because, it handled near identically with acceleration and top speed as the trophy truck. And that really impressed me, because it has a near identical power weight ratio. Sure, it has half the horsepower, 590 something, or less, a little bit less than half the horsepower, but it also has half the weight, 2,500 pounds. So it has a near identical power weight ratio, which means it will handle pretty much the same. But since this later is key, and I just like this vehicle a little bit better. Now this Ford Bronco, if you want speed for an A-class trophy truck, this is it. This is the fastest vehicle in terms of straight line speed we had. Going over 120 miles an hour on this straightaway here. I think it was like 121 it went. So it's a brutally fast truck with over 691 horsepower. It's only 108 horsepower, 109 horsepower off from the trophy truck, and it's half the weight, so it's incredibly fast, great power weight ratio for this giant truck. Now, amusingly, I'm in a race, by the way, an AI lost control and made a perfect roadblock on the racing line. Luckily, I don't know why I did that. Luckily, I was off to the left a little bit, and I missed it. Otherwise, I would have flown straight into the side of a AI. I've never seen them do that. I've never seen them park their vehicle perfectly on a racing line before. I'm guessing he hit the wall or something and just lost it. I don't know. It's very strange. Amusingly, another AI would have the exact same problem in a later lap, so I'll go into that because it's kind of hilarious. The AIs are having a derpy day on this day. The AIs are having a lot of problems today. But this truck, certainly one of my personal favorites to drive around here, because it's just so good. It's just such a fast thing. And then on the left, you'll see an MR2 having some problems. Or left, right. Sorry, but yeah, Bronco, very, very good truck. Now the Holden Ute was one of the oldest cars on this list as I go around the outside of a BMW. It was interesting. It had terrible, atrocious gears. So you go from the fastest vehicle to one of the slowest vehicles, having the gear ratios of a 10. Because it just redlines. It just redlines. That's all it does. It's red line, red line, red line. And I ran it in automatic so I could be fair to every vehicle. Otherwise I would have ran this thing in manual because it's absolute garbage gearbox. The more impressive thing though, yeah, I rolled it. Yep. Rolling on the jump. The first of the jumps. So that was the first. And it never happened during the testing when I was telling the lap times. So, the fact that I roll it now, I don't know what's going on. But, yeah. The Holden just struggled. It was just awful to drive. It was fast once you got it out of gear, but just getting into that, just shifting was awful on this vehicle. Just the worst shifting I've seen. As the Dodge spins right around. But yeah, Holden, sorry, I love it, but just not a very good vehicle. Now, we have the Mopar Ram Runner. This thing looks like a trophy truck from the get-go. It is ginormous how big this truck is. And honestly, it is very similar to the trophy truck. Because it handles near identical, it weighs near identical, it has 300 less power, but it is still pretty good. I really do like it. I almost hit the plane wing. Yeah, that plane wing killed many of vehicles in the past. I did not expect that when I was saying these times, but yeah, you gotta watch out for that plane wing. Yeah, not a bad vehicle. Not that fast in a straight line, 105 around average. But it's just so bouncy. It's so nice to drive. I mean, somehow I do outdrive a Ferrari 250, but there we go. I don't know what he does there, just slam on the brakes. But yeah. Trophy truck, very good handling. You could have a lot of control in the vehicle. It was a very nice vehicle to drive. Was it that fast? Not that really, not that much. But yeah, a very nice truck to drive nonetheless. And you still get massive amounts of air, even if it is a couple thousand pounds. The Subaru Brat is one of the smallest vehicles we have had here. And things go a little bit scary as a Acura has massive problems on the jump. That's slightly terrifying, as a vehicle much bigger than mine decides to fly at my face. Yeah, the Brat was very fast in a straight line, but it was also very difficult to control because, well, it has almost 500 horsepower, weighs only 2,200 pounds. That's nothing for such a demanding course. So the bumps, throw this thing around like it's tissue paper, and it's incredibly fast. It's massive air, very in a straight line. It is really difficult to drive. When you get it right, it can be phenomenal, but when you get it wrong, you will have a massive accident. Or you will just spin it out because it has to be rear-wheel drive. And this thing only had 245s on the rear, I think. So it had a bit of a traction problem. So the Subaru Brat, not too bad, but very fast. However, it did lack some control. And the best alternative trophy truck is the Ford Bronco with a, and I'll show the times on the screen because I can't remember all these times. I cannot remember a single one of these times, really. But I know it was very crowded, this list. This entire list was incredibly close for all these 10 vehicles. Followed up next by the Ford F-150 Raptor 2017. That vehicle didn't show up because I changed the tune on it for a different thing. But very, very good. Very nice vehicle that didn't show on camera. Followed up by another one, the F-100, the oldest vehicle on this list. Again, very surprising considering it wasn't that great. It was again a little difficult to control, but it was still in the top 3. Yeah, Ford dominated first, second, third place. So, good showing from them. Second or fourth place was the El Camino that I showed. Yeah, like I said, very similar to the trophy truck. First vehicle to get into the 1 minute. Then we have the Holden sand panel van, the sand van. I had to take the van part off of it to make it eligible, but still a very, very good vehicle, very similar to the El Camino. Then we have the Ram Runner, very similar to the trophy truck. Then we have the Cyclone, which, yeah, a little bit too low for that vehicle. With the raised suspension, it still didn't have the best ground clearance, so that let it down. Then we have the barely controllable Brat, because, you know, couple hundred horsepower, 2,000 pounds. Phenomenal power-weight ratio. But even though the power to weight ratio is phenomenal, the handling, not so much. Then we have the trophy truck, making a ninth place appearance at its benchmark time. So every other vehicle beat the trophy truck, except for the 1940s Ute. The 1948 Holden HF21 something Ute came in dead last. The transmission was just too awful. It was just so slow accelerating. I'm pretty sure Prius could accelerate faster than that thing. So, yeah, unfortunate for the Holden. And the winner, the Ford Bronco. Yeah, this vehicle, absolutely phenomenal. It's incredibly fast. It's got great ground clearance. It has acceleration. It has control. It looks the part. It has a giant push bumper on it. That makes it exponentially better. You can cut the back off, which makes it eligible. You can have a roll cage, which sticks out the back. So, I mean, it's really the perfect vehicle. And if you want to race in a trophy truck race, but you don't have a trophy truck, get the Bronco. The Bronco is much cheaper, and it's a lot better. But, and guys, that's it for this episode of Forza Horizon 3. I'll be back with more.